girls, this is Aromie here. Welcome back to Lucid9. We are here with a show-off of a girl with a talented voice. Sorry, I can't even speak. But here she is, singing, and it's beautiful. I can feel the powerful emotion coming from her angelic voice. It's like she was the original singer. But don't you see that this could be a sign? Her dance movements are wait, she's dancing on top of it? Her dance movements are perfectly synchronized with the lyrics. I feel as though I'm attending an actual concert that we were meant to be. Oh, she's smiling! I can feel the joy emanating from Ari as she sings. Her face is lively and filled with energy, a stark contrast to her normally expressionless face. That we are totally complimentary. Wait, Masato picked this song. We have to remember, Masato picked this song. The song completes its last beat, and Ari, panting heavily, places the microphone back on the stand. She wipes the beads of sweat from her forehead. She then immediately regains her usual poker face, as if what had just happened was merely a dream, and approaches us, awaiting her judgment. How did I do? How did you do? That was the best singing by far. Her performance was probably on the same level as a professional singer. Your singing is wonderful. You should do an encore. Hell yeah, it was right good. It was right good? I guess it was alright. I mean, at least it was better than Ryui's singing. He's starstruck. It was great, Ari. You have an amazing voice. I didn't know you liked those types of songs. She gave a slight nonchalant shrug at my words. I know, they were too easy. Wow, she just thought that song was too easy? Now I'm curious as to how she would have sounded if Masato had picked a more difficult song. Silly game sound. Well, now it's my turn. Let's see what song you chose. In a similar fashion to the rest of the group, he hops up onto the stage and looks down at the screen. Oh, you chose one of my favorites, Death by Devils. That doesn't sound too friendly. I picked it randomly. Not another random selection. I'm worried about this one. Do they not know songs? Okay guys, give me a sec to warm up. This song's a doozy. He clears out his throat multiple times before grabbing the microphone and starting the song. A blast of heavy metal bursts from the speakers. I cover my ears from the sudden spiked volume. Yukiko must have increased the volume. Yeah! Oh my god, what is this? His scream almost knocks me backwards. The others are just as dumbstruck as I am. The devil sends his demons at me. I got no choice but to fight for my own survival. I can barely hear the lyrics he's shouting out. It's more like he's screaming a tune than actually singing. It's actually not bad, just strange. Come on, get it out! Pound it out! Okay. He stomps on the stage, hands sweeping up and down in an imaginary air guitar riff. Falling into darkness, the breath of terror is past, sinking over my head and clawing at my last. He powerfully leaps up, landing with a finishing resonant chord. I can feel my heartbeat slowly returning to normal. So, how was I? Honestly, it was a lot better than what I was expecting. It was definitely different, but not in a bad way. I ain't never heard someone sing like that before. Man, how did you scream like that for the whole song? Nothing to it. You just pick up the microphone and scream as loud as you can. And when you feel like your throat's about to fall off, you keep on screaming. Masato stares blankly at Yukiko as though he just asked the dumbest question to the dumbest boy in the world. But she did. Well, I guess it's time for me to pick the winner. In my opinion, Arai won by a landslide. Now all I have to do is... Hold on a sec. I forgot to mention that the winner has to sing a duet with Yama. What? What? Wait a minute. Great idea, Masato. Dang it, Ryui. She knows that I don't like to sing in front of other people. She's just trying to rub it in. Maybe if I stall for some time. Come on, hurry up and pick someone. If I can't escape the situation, then I just have to pick the least deadly poison. Yukiko will most likely pick another Screamo song in that case. All I have to do is scream in tune for a couple minutes. Or I can choose Ari, whatever. She sings so well that it would easily overshadow my horrible singing. The problem is, if I pick Ari, that would convey some weird messages. I try to send her a subtly apologetic look as I turn to Yukiko. Well, Yukiko, you ready to bet on another one? Of course I am. Excellent choice, my good minion. I'm clearly the best singer here. After Ari's performance, I'm not sure I can agree, but he's certainly not incompetent, that's for sure. Ryui and Masato, on the other hand, seem to disapprove of my decision. They're staring at me like I had just made a terrible mistake. Here's this really nice slow one called The Reign of 20 Years. I'd have done it earlier, but it's a duet. Wait, a slow song? Yeah, it's slow. It's a slow, powerful ballad. I'm looking forward to hearing this. Well, crap. If I'd known this would have happened, I would have picked Ari. I can't sing slow songs. Nevertheless, Yuhiko starts the song, which is hailed in by an elegant piano intro. Woo! The campfire is glowing. The clouds ruin the sky. I set my pen to paper thinking of you tonight. He nods at me eagerly. I feel sick. Don't you see that we'd be perfect? Cause, darling, you're divine. I can't continue while Ori looks passive as ever, and it really seems to even, dare I say it, enjoy my singing. The saddle is doubled over in laughter. I quickly plop the microphone back onto its stand. Huh? What are you doing? I'm morally opposed to singing this song. Why? You're not that atrocious. Gee, thanks, Ryui. But we just reached the best part. And with one large breath, he bellows in a vibrating warble. Oh! It starts to scream. The rain in 20 years fall to the earth in tears. We instinctively clamp our hands over our ears. Note to self, screaming is not the same thing as singing. I stand on the hill, my arms extended. Make it stop. Somebody make it stop. Heck, even Ari is wincing in pain, and that's saying something. All the mountains, they sing their songs. What? Someone yanks the cable on the karaoke machine and the music abruptly cuts off. I send my praises to the heavens. Hey, I was almost at the bridge. The cable dangles from Ari's fingers. It's getting late. Yuhiko clearly deflates at his lost opportunity to belt, but it quickly grasps his chance to end our misery once and for all. We better head out before we get into trouble. I hurriedly ushered the group out of the room and returned the key to the counter. Then again, despite all the terrible singing I've heard, the experience has been pretty fun. When we reconvene at the main street, everyone seems pleased but worn out. Whew, that was an afternoon well spent. Now that's a good way to end the weekend. So, we heading back? Yep. Wait, don't the disappearances usually happen on the weekends? Actually, I've got some errands to run around here. We'll join you. No, I'll be just fine. It's, for women things. Look at Yuhiko. Yuhiko instantly pales, but Masato only nods at understanding. I, on the other hand, raise a curious eyebrow at Ryui. She has never, ever used that kind of excuse in the 10 years I've known her. She notices my question and only shakes her head with an odd little smile. See you guys later! She dodges into the nearest store, disappearing among the crowd. It's almost my curfew. I'll head back with you, Minion. What are you gonna do? Me? Actually, I don't have anything planned for the rest of the evening. Maybe I should visit Mr. Ryota's office and say hi. I'll drop by the school. You got it! Goodbye! I would follow Ryui, to be honest. We part ways and take the subway back to the academy. As Masato and Yuhiko enter their dorm, I head to Ryota's office. Hey man, what you doing on the weekend over here? Mr. Ryota seems surprised at my unannounced drop-in. But not displeased. He ushers me into his office with a faint smile. Interesting. Didn't think I'd see you. Do you have an appointment soon? Who, me? Nah. I'm pretty much a free bird after I verify curfew. Why do you get paid again? Hey, you! Hey, you clearly don't know how difficult my job is. I have to sit here and wait for kids to scan themselves in the building and report the ones who don't by curfew time. Doesn't necessarily set oneself up for popularity. No, I imagine it doesn't. So, looking into the disappearances, aren't you? How'd you know? I'm surprised that it's a cute observation, but I really shouldn't be. Mr. Ryota has proven that he's intelligent, even if his attitude needs a little work. I noticed that the detective was with you yesterday. You know, on the roof? Does that mean you're gonna stop me? If the school has something to hide, then Mr. Ryota will be the one tasked to stop me. Nah, now why would I do that? What? Look, kid, there's a lot of security around the school. Lots of regulation, privacy contracts, anything you can think of and beyond. As faculty, I can't share any personal information on students or I get in massive trouble. But there's some stuff that you really need to know. People's lives are on the line. Lives? Don't act dumb on me. You must have figured out by now that these are murders. I had a hunch, but when he says it so flatly, I lose my breath. Yeah, when he says it just straight out like that. 3 students who had once lived normal lives full of homework and social drama and extracurricular activities were now gone. The reality of it seems very cold and bleak. So what are you saying? Doesn't it really bother you, kid? Murders are happening, but no one's telling the public. They're just mysterious disappearances that are blamed on a bunch of trees. Well, it does suck, but the government has always hidden all kinds of things from the public. You're saying that you're okay with that? No. What if the next disappearance is me, or Masato, or... Did I say Masato? Sorry. Masato or Ryui? I can't answer that. Just this morning, I was stricken senseless at the mere thought that Ryui was the next disappearance. I'd even have boarded a bus and gone all the way to the Samu forest. I completely lost all rational thought. You're right, but what are you saying? All I'm getting is that I need to know stuff that you can't tell me. I'm not allowed to tell you. That doesn't mean I can't. Moves away from the computer. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, move. Get off the computer. It means that he wants to save people, but he could lose his livelihood. Sharing confidential information won't just result in a pink slip. He could be blacklisted from every future job. He's trusting all that on me. That's a lot for a kid. The world's most serious NDA. Will you sign it? I appear to have this trend of making dangerous agreements recently, so sure. Mr. Ryota's shoulders dropped just slightly, relaxed of a tension that I hadn't sensed. Of course, all the burden is on him. If I break my promise, he'll be the one to pay. Or if someone overhears, he'll be the one to pay. I better take him seriously. So, what do I need to know? There's a weird trend in the victims that I thought you should know. Oh, there's a trend? What trend is this? I'm guessing there's a reason why you're not informing the police. Nah, you got me. What exactly does that mean? The police are our best bet of catching this killer. What could I do compared to them? You're a student. You have access to the school. And what is this weird trend? Give me a moment. He reaches into his drawer for his faculty tablet, tapping rapidly on its surface. A moment of fleeting passes before he gracelessly bangs it on the table. You gotta be careful with those tablets, man. They're expensive. Ugh, I hate computers. We'll all be dead without them. He continues on. The distant look in his eyes clearly shows that he's thinking of a fonder time. You know what was great? My desktop iPair. Man, that was the best. Stable, awesome, and a killer whirl of the fan. You guys don't know how satisfying it is to hear a computer work to keep itself cool. That's kind of weird. No casual user has desktops anymore. Oh, and icon phones? Man, phones these days, break it. Break if you breathe on them. Breathe on them wrong. Icon phones, they could probably survive a nuclear blast. There we go. Finally working. He punches rapidly at the tablet screen, then apparently satisfied settles back into his chair. What an old man. Let me browse through for a quick refresher. As his eyes rove over the screen, his mouth settles into a thin, disturbed line. Right. You know how the entry student application to the academy requires a psychological analysis by a qualified physician? Yes, sure. Yeah, another security measure, isn't it? Let me read this and see what you think. Midori Mino, the first disappearance, chronic social anxiety, suspected autism. She was an artist, holed up a lot in her room, but she made the most beautiful paintings. Toma Hayashi, the second disappearance, always out on the party scene. Kind of a screwed up kid, to be honest. He was always causing trouble to get some attention. Had to slap him on the wrist a few times for vandalism. He was practically Michelangelo when it came to drawing the lower half of the male body. Thanks, I totally didn't need to know that. Akane Tsukino, the third victim. She's a really sad story. Had a lot of potential. That name still sounds familiar. She was the vice president of the student council. Wait, she was close to Elizabeth? She was the vice president of the student council and the star of the badminton club. She just accepted a special internship at Lemnisky too. It sounds like a lot for one person to handle. It was. Her family put a lot of expectations on her shoulders. She was their key to a better life, you know. A breeding ground for depression, if you ask me. Scholarship winner? And she had a boyfriend. How's that? Crazy. I paused at that. Something feels disrespectful about questioning the sanity of the dead. So those are the three victims. Seems like they had some concerning psychological problems. I mean, they're all perfectly acceptable levels of mental illness, but there's not a single average report. In fact, most of the conditions sounded pretty serious. Serious and confidential. I can see why Mr. Ryota was reluctant to tell me, but this pattern could be the key to unlocking the mystery. So the murderer is killing people that are like really, really out of it. Like they're just like they're already wanting to die. So the murderer's like, well, let me just help you then. It's kind of dark. Thanks for telling me. I'm kind of curious, kid, why you're taking this so well. Sorry? You just found out that 3 students at your school were murdered. That's pretty unsettling news. It is, really. Death, a permanent condition, something that the students really shouldn't have to face. My reaction must seem odd. Well, no, how do you want me to react? Like, I would be scared, to be honest. I wouldn't even want to take on what he's doing, but he's doing it anyway because he's a badass character. But anyway, this is where we're gonna end today's episode off. Thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
처음엔 아무 느낌 없었는데